So I'm guessing someone was just, oh, I'm going to take these home, maybe feed my kids. I'm a single mother just trying to make ends meet. She forgets these donuts. Maybe she like came back and they're gone. I'm like, oh,
She's like 3 blocks down the road, just seeing 2 drunk fools running. One looking like Big Bird, the other one just like some small child.
Why the fuck do you have to do me like that in the podcast?
It's just so accurate with your linky ass.
Big Bird and the Lorax. Yeah.
Just fucking popping it. And she's like, I'm sure his son was much hungrier than mine.
I'm feeling great. Honestly, Zabby and I like both looked at each other this morning. We were like, yo, like I woke up pretty okay for how fucking at it we got it last night.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I had half of a Truly last night. That's it. Hannah finished my drink.
I did. He was being a little bitch boy.
I mean, you guys weren't even drinking at the pregame. You guys just like...
No, we had like a Diet Pepper and Diet Pepsi and called it good.
Dude, I'm not
And
gonna
then
lie.
I finished your LaCroix too.
I saw how like some of the people from college that I haven't seen for a while like still drank like this same exact way. And I was like, holy shit, this is painful. Like I have a headache already thinking about it.
I don't understand how they can keep up with it. Like I
don't
mean,
know how I do either.
Hey, yo.
but like I don't know if I were drinking, like I mean, I guess maybe your body gets used to it, but like if I go hard, I'm out of commission for the next day. Like cannot fucking move, can't. Yeah, shit is nuts.
I don't know what it was for me, but that puke at the bar made me feel so
You puked
good.
at the bar?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What time did you puke at?
Like right after I took the ice.
Remember? Yo, so like Zemi, I don't know why, but like they sell ices at this one bar we go to, and I
Yeah.
remember like the first time I went there it was like not even when I was living here, I was visiting, and Zemi just comes, he's like, and he like ices me. I'm like, where did you get that? Like we were at a bar.
They just sell 'em.
They just sell them.
Amazing.
So I'm up there ordering my drink, and he like makes me my tequila soda, and I look and I'm like, oh my god, like I got to get his ass back. And so.
Well, I was wondering why you texted me like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Allie's right there. You know that I'm here." Like, and 'cause
Yeah.
you're trying to get me to come over. And
I was watching your location because you like took a detour on your way
Oh.
down, man. Because
Oh,
like
weird.
Sarby bought the ice, and we were sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes. Like, all right, where's Emmy?
we went straight. We came straight there, but and when you texted me, I was literally at the bar. I could see you.
Yeah, so I knew you were there for like a couple minutes because I saw your location.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, where is this
Why
man?
is he
Oh,
at
we-
the table?
Yeah.
is what
Oh,
he was
we like for like a hot minute went and saw Bryce and Bria. They were like just on the main level. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we were getting worried about the ice because it was just getting warm and like Sarby's
I would
ass.
know. I wanted it warm.
Yeah.
Like he
It
was just like
getting
sitting
warm
on it.
in my ass.
Pause.
I
Honestly,
had
how-
it
how
so
I
far up my
prefer it.
rectum.
What? No,
What?
you
Oh
didn't.
shit.
Dude, the last time I took ice was on my 21st birthday. Remember, my parents took us all out to eat or something like that. We went back to Ben Bai's place, and someone gave me a 40-ounce ice.
It's probably me.
Yeah, dude, I drank that shit and threw up everywhere, and my dad has never been more disappointed in me. He's like, why did I just spend $300 on dinner with all of your
Yeah.
friends for you to throw it up, you pussy?
Dude, those ices will do it too if you don't have like an empty stomach. And like I don't know what, but like the sushi or like something we ate yesterday was just kind of like sitting like weirdly. And then I saw that ice and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna puke after this. And I'm kind of
He
glad
literally said that actually before he took it. He's like, I'm gonna puke.
it actually. And I hit the stealthiest tack yak of all time. I like walked into the bathroom. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go puke. And this guy was right behind me and followed me in. I was like, shit, I don't want this guy to know that I'm puking. Like I don't need any like sympathy from anyone. Like I know what I'm doing.
Like, I'm an adult. I will puke like an adult.
Yes.
I'm a professional at this.
Yes.
This is not my first
Yeah.
rodeo.
And
Trust
so
me, I was in a frat.
I was trying to think. I was like thinking, like, how can I make this like stealthy? And I was like, oh,
How
I got
can I make this cool?
I like flushed the toilet, and like right when it went down, I just like, just real quick, and went right down, and like no one heard a thing, and I just walked out like a little tear in my eye. I was like, I'm good to go, and I actually felt really good. I don't know. Whatever was in my stomach, I was like, I feel great now, and I wasn't tired anymore either. I was really tired
that
before
ice
too.
saved you from food poisoning. You're welcome.
Yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
Basically, the best thing that's ever happened to
yeah.
you. So.
So yesterday, too, you were telling me that you wanted to start bulking a little bit up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we go to dinner. You eat one roll at sushi.
Yeah,
I was still full.
And then you threw it up.
Yeah.
Bulking 101.
Trying to think. If I ate
Link in
anything.
bio for coaching.
Yeah.
Like a bulimic sorority girl.
Every single girl I went to school with at FIT.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
I feel like New York has to have a higher rate of bulimia than like
Oh
other
my
states.
god, the amount of shit that I saw there between like bulimia or also like my first fashion week. Literally, I was just like this
Oh, God.
little like tiny, pure 18-year-old walking into the bathroom, and like they told me there was sushi back there.
Jesus.
There was this. I walk into the bathroom, and it's like models just doing lines, and I was like,
Whoa.
what is this?
Welcome to Fashion Week.
This stuff is weird.
Aggressive. Why are they sniffing baby powder?
I know.
Yo, we are so shitty at podcasts. We didn't even introduce you guys. We got
the
Evan and
casting
Hannah
couch.
on the casting couch.
Mom and Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, how do those pornos go? We could be like, it's like, what's your name?
I'm 18. Just turned 18 last week.
I just turned 18 yesterday. This is
Hey,
my
yo.
first time. I'm a little nervous.
Have you ever done porn before?
Stepdad, what is that?
Step podcaster. I'm
It's
stuck.
so big.
Step Mike, hello.
But yeah, we got Evan, we got Hannah. Evan's our boy. He's our dad, our frat
we got
dad.
fit tonks. We got fashion.
Oh,
tonks.
you're right. We do.
Dude,
They
we
also
flash all the meme pages up.
Yeah.
Bro, we got hella meme pages in this circle right now.
Over a mil followers,
amount of-
probably.
Oh, I mean, I'm over a mil.
All right, so we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Big dick energy, yeah. Just let that flop.
But yeah, guys, welcome back to the #1 podcast on OnlyFans. While you're, pulling trig in the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
you should put on our podcast and maybe
Yeah.
leave us a review, subscribe.
Yeah.
Puke
Puke to the sound of our
to
voices.
the sound of our. Yo, remember there was like a time in our apartment where like every time someone puked, I would like connect to those fucking big ass speakers on that little roof area and like play that Titanic song.
Yeah.
That's like near, far, where.
There's an iconic video of you that you took of me while I was puking
Yep.
and yeah.
And it, like-
what's that song called?
I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Titanic song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you probably know the song, but
I have no
don't
idea
know
what the name is.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like
either.
Celine Dion or something
Yeah.
like that. Maybe,
Yeah.
or like, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. But yeah, I have this iconic video of fucking Zeb. I shit you not. As soon as it goes like near, far, and it like drops to wherever you are. Zeb just.
Oh
Dude.
man.
I think the most iconic video I have in our apartment. So like when we were living together, my super senior year, your senior year, it was when you were getting into TikToks for the first time.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You were
Oh, I know.
grinding on TikTok. Everyone thought it was dumb as shit, but like you were putting in work. Like we were pouring salt in your face and everything.
Oh yeah, bro.
God
Dude,
damn it.
I had a
God
video
damn it.
of him huddled in the corner, like looking like a gremlin with a ring light, and I was like,
What
this
they
is the
don't see.
truth behind every TikTok.
Just listening to like the audio like over and over and over and
Yes.
over through the speakers, just like looking at it.
The
Oh,
crazy
man.
part is
Like
I know.
this is gonna go so hard.
The crazy part is I know exactly which TikTok that is. That's the one where I was making a joke about like turning on the router, but it's like turning on. So I spanked the router and all that shit.
Dude,
And I just remember like making it like you're like sitting there giggling like recording me. I'm like, look away,
Dude, you even said you're like, oh yeah, no one's gonna be in the office like whatever day like last week or 2 weeks ago. You're like, or everyone was like, we're not gonna be in the office. You're like, okay, good. I have to film TikTok. I don't wanna-
Dude, it's still actually honestly.
it probably will never feel like.
Well, Nate, it's honestly, I think it just depends on the person. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I think Nate, it's really easy to film TikToks in front of him because he gets it. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, sure. So, like, I was recording a bunch of TikToks and he was kind of like, he was doing his own thing, but he was kind of like, oh, shit, that's crazy how much you can, like, crank out in an hour. Because, like, his
Hey,
content
pause.
is like, bro, I can crank out a lot in an hour. When you only last 30 seconds, brother, you're an efficient machine.
Trying to think of how many seconds are in an hour.
How many minutes are in an hour?
60.
Okay, how many minutes are in a second? Fuck. Wait. Shit.
How many
Yo,
seconds are in a
this
minute?
guy flies
60.
spaceships.
Over the course of the weekend, we've just lost more and more hope.
Oh my god, we have to tell the
The fucking White Claw.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so this fucker, literally, we're just sitting there, like, all minding our own business, like, being somewhat normal humans at the bar, and he's just,
Normal's debatable.
it's debatable. But he's just, like, sitting there, and he sees the White Claw and crushes it, and I'm like, okay, normal frat boy
Hannah,
move.
Closer to your mouth, by the way. Sorry.
Like here?
Yo, that's my girl,
Yeah,
dude.
you want.
But anyway,
Oh, shit.
he just, like,
She
crushes.
is on the casting couch. Sorry.
Damn.
I
Thanks.
keep cutting you off. Keep going.
I know, it's very rude. I'm kidding. But no.
Do I feel some chemistry?
Are we about to kiss right now?
What?
Evan's right there.
Evan, look away. Go to Semi.
Daddy.
Be fine. But yeah, he just like crushes the White Claw. I'm like, okay, normal frat boy move. But then this man just like turns and dumps it. He's like, oh, there's still liquid in there. I'm like, yeah. And then he dumps it again. He's like, it's still there. I'm like, yeah. And then he just does it again. And he tries to like put it into a cup. And there's just still White Claw going everywhere. And Demi and I are like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Pouring some out for the homies.
Dude, Evan is like the stupidest smart person I've ever met. That's like the best way I can describe it is like, yo, you put like the most complicated physics problem in front of Evan. He'll be like, oh yeah, you do this, that, like all in his head. And he's like, the answer is like 3. And you're like, what? and then you give Evan like a simple like, hey, can you like open this pickle jar? And he's like, I can't. What? Why is he's like trying to open it from the bottom?
The lid.
I'm just too stubborn. Like you give me like groceries, carry the groceries in, and there'll be like a cart right there to carry them in. You just see me carrying all those bitches.
It's like all like the dumb boy stuff.
Yeah,
it's like hey, like should we get directions? It's like no, I know where I'm going, and you get lost. Stuff like that. Yeah. Or like hey, like do you need a hand with that? Or like oh, we can do 2 trips. And it's like no, I can do it in 1. You're just like fucking like bumping into shit and dropping stuff. It's like, what are you doing?
Dude, I feel like we're 3 layers deep in the conversation right now, and I'm trying to remember how the fuck we got here.
Yeah. Welcome to like our podcast.
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly our
Sammy
podcast.
and I we'll be like, yeah, like we're gonna tell this story real quick, and like maybe like 30 seconds in the story, we go down a rabbit hole. Next thing you know, we're talking about like dicks and shit, and then we're like,
how did we get here?
What were we even talking about? It's like a full 30-second recoup of like, oh, okay, like yeah, we gotta
working backwards, like following your footsteps. Shit.
I was saving for the podcast, but I wanted to tell them about last night when I lifted our boy up.
Oh my God, yes.
Was this at the bar?
Yeah. So when you guys left, we went over to the saloon, which is like the most fun bar ever. Music's always bumping. Tarps off at 12 midnight. Excuse me. So shirts off. We're fucking going ham. There's like this like not glass. It's like plexi.
It's a shower.
Yeah, it's a plexiglass shower where like dudes in like man thongs are just like dancing it. It's a gay bar. Sorry. So
that's great context.
They're going
actually.
ham in this shit, and like you can tip them. Like there's like a little slot that you can insert dollars, and so
the best part is like what they do is like on the fun nights they'll have their dicks out. Last night there was no dicks out, which is lame.
I feel like this is a weird like petting zoo.
Dicks out for the boys.
And they'll just like take their like once you like slide the dollar, they like take their dicks and like slide it up. I'm like, that was fucking amazing.
Because it like sticks to the plexiglass wall.
It's like they have a shower going. It's like literally a shower, but this time they just would like put their like press their ass against it and like slide it up or whatever.
Yeah. But so Zemi's girlfriend goes up, she puts $1 in her mouth and like puts it through the hole, and then the guy like grabs it with his mouth. And Jacob Allison is with us, who's like a reoccurring like guy we tell a story about almost like I'd say every other or every third podcast we have like a Jacob Allison story that we bring up, and he's like mesmerized, bro. He's like, whoa, what the fuck is happening? Like they don't have this in Des Moines, Iowa.
No. It's like I kind of want to do it.
Yeah, he's like, I kind of want to do it, and then like kind of like I think he said it, but he was like, I want to do it, but like I'm scared or what? Not scared, but like you know what I'm saying, like uncomfortable, but I want to. And Allie's like, oh, I got $1 for you, and he's like, oh, okay. And so he walks up to this plexiglass, realizes he's like a little bit shorter than me, and he's like, I can't reach the hole with my mouth. And so he tries to bail. He's trying to be like,
oh yeah, I'm too short, I can't do it.
I can't do it. I'm like, bitch, like come here, and I just pick him up like a child, like pick him up and move. just move, like pick him up and like put him in front of this plexiglass so he's tall enough to like stick a dollar bill through with his mouth. I'm just giggling. I'm like, someone was just watching, like doing their thing at this bar, and they look over and they just see me like carrying this full
one short guy carrying another short guy to like mouth feed $1.
Bro, you'll probably have to bleep this out, but this is the man who annually did coke. Like, He's down for everything, and he's trying to back out of this shit.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the guy that obviously very short, but like the one that has like a little
Yeah.
mustache?
Yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah.
is my new mission to have him on like the Lucky Charms cereal box.
Oh my god.
Because the way he looks and just like his whole energy embodies Lucky Charms.
Yo,
Just in a leprechaun outfit.
I was just about to
Literally.
say, bro, I would pay money to see him in that like Lucky Charms outfit.
Yeah.
October
Dressed up as a
31st.
Dressed up as a leprechaun. Oh my god.
Bro, I
you
feel
would love that.
the night would end with him taking his hat off and throwing up into it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Putting it back on his head.
Although I don't know, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen that man throw up.
Didn't you make
I've
him
seen him
throw up
yak.
once?
Yeah, I did.
You
Yeah.
shoved your fingers down his throat,
Yeah.
bro.
No,
Wasn't
no.
that at that bike house, right?
On a bus party, I thought.
Probably
Oh,
someone
at
did.
a
Yeah,
bus
you
party.
remember this?
Yeah.
So I fucking we go, dude. Oh my god, we go to this bus party, and we go to it's from Ames to Des Moines, like 30-minute drive, whatever. I think we came, like we didn't get to go to the pregame, so we're like pounding drinks on the bus to catch up, which is never good. That never ends well for me.
No.
And then on top of that, well, hold on, let me tell. Like, so I get amazingly drunk, and at one point I was like roaming the streets of Des Moines by myself, zero clue where I was
I'm
going,
making
what I was
some
doing.
connections when you get really drunk. You just start like roaming streets.
I don't know why. Like I to this
You're a
it's
wanderer.
Same thing with that other story. Like I
Yeah.
have zero clue why I'm like wandering these streets, right? So we get back to the bus and like I can feel the fucking demons coming, and so I look at Jacob Allison and I'm like, Jacob, be a brother, go full trick with me behind this bus. And so he comes with me. And we're both just shoving our. I don't think he needed a puke. I think he was just like, "This is a bonding moment."
No, dude, because So this is right after I got kicked out of the bar with him.
You guys
Remember
got
that?
kicked out of the bar?
Yeah, dude. So we were standing on the booth upstairs at that bar in Des Moines. You
No,
gotta
keep going,
do
keep
the
going, keep
cameras.
going. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, we were standing upstairs in a booth in a bar in Des Moines. And then Jacob was like standing on top of this thing, and I saw someone get yelled at for standing on top of it before. So I was like, "Yo, bro, like come down. They're gonna yell at you." And some dude in a cowboy hat was just like, "Yeah, man, listen to your friend, little kid," or something like that.
Damn.
And I just looked at Jacob, and then we just stared at the guy. Didn't say anything. We just laughed. And then all of a sudden, two bouncers walk up and kick me out. They don't kick out Jacob for doing the thing. They're just kicking me out.
Yeah. Because you're his chaperone, so you were supposed to be like
Yeah,
setting the
yeah,
example.
exactly.
You can't kick out the leprechaun.
Dude,
Yeah.
and like apparently the guy who like wore the hat was the son of the owner. And like I didn't know that. He just looked like a douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Cowboy Jacks,
Yeah.
or like the version of Cowboy
Yeah.
Jacks
Yeah.
in Des Moines. Of course, like there's no way the like owner of that isn't a fucking
Yeah.
racist asshole.
Dude,
Like,
the shitty thing was that like as the bouncer was like, come here. I was like, dude, just tell me, am I being kicked out? Like I want to know if I need to say
Yeah.
bye to my friends.
Yeah.
And he was just like, come here. I was like, I'm not gonna go with you. Just tell me if I'm being kicked out. I was like, yeah, dude, you gotta leave. And he's like, yeah, you can come back tomorrow. The owners. I was like, I'm never coming back to this
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
dude,
Dude, bouncers when they kick you out, I feel like are like so irrational. Like they're like more charged than like you are. I guess they like deal with people all the time. But
Yeah, and I was pretty sober too.
Yeah.
Like me and Jacob were pretty sober that night. Like I
Yeah.
think I had like 3 drink stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not sober at all. That's funny because Jacob, like, just for the boys, just pulling trig behind this fucking bus. Meanwhile, too, I think there's like a cop talking to our bus driver as we're like letting out the demons behind this bus. And then there's this iconic photo, maybe I could find it, of me sleeping on Jacob Allison's lap in that bus.
Been there. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've all been there. But
He's gotta go lap.
the best part of this story is like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know how I got so drunk. Like, yeah, I was drinking fast, but I didn't think I drank a lot, right? And then so I tell this story in chapter, and then like next up to like talk is our buddy Kyler, and Kyler's like, "Yo, Sarby, I know exactly why you went downhill." He's like, "We were leaving, and I had ordered like just straight whiskey to like sip on, and I hadn't even like touched like any of it, and we were like, yo, we're dipping, we're going to the next bar." And apparently I was the one that was like, "Hey, we're leaving." And Kyler was like, "Oh shit, like I can't drink this whiskey." And I was like, "Oh, okay, bet." And I took it like straight whiskey, and I just like it had to be like, he was like, it had to be like 3 to 4 shots of whiskey, and you just fucking And I was like, wow, that is so out of character
Yeah.
for me, but like
That adds up.
because
Yeah.
everything went downhill after that.
Dude,
I feel like-
I want to puke immediately after that too. Oh.
I feel like whiskey is the one alcohol that will humble anyone.
Yeah.
Like if you ever hear a story where it's like, I don't know why I just turned like that. Whiskey is always the main
Mhm.
culprit.
Okay, but also tequila.
Tequila.
Tequila makes me a bad person. Makes me an awful person. It's like my sister says the same thing. It's like the Sarbacher like
Bro.
motto.
But like you and Zemi are like some of the nicest people I know. Like you guys being like, "Oh, tequila makes me a bad person." Ha ha ha.
That's
Is
true.
like, it's like a white girl being like, "Oh, I was so drunk last night." It's like, okay, Becky.
Okay, yeah. Chill out, Veronica. You're fine. Bro, do you have any good, like when Tiki came on, we just kind of like ripped through like college stories of like us clowning and fucking being a bunch of idiots. Do you have any stories that like, I'm trying to think of one that we haven't told on the podcast that would be really funny from your perspective?
The donut story.
Oh, fuck. Yes, dude. Yes, that is such an icon. Yes. Oh my God. That is still like, I made a TikTok about that and it blew up. And people are like, this is fake. And I was like, bro, I literally included like us with the box of like 60 donuts. Like, this isn't fake. This is like 100% real. And people are like, yo, what if they were like poisoned? I'm like, I'm still here.
It's too late.
He probably tells this story at least once a month.
I've
just
told
so
it
you
the story
know.
a couple times at least. Yeah.
Dude, it's a good.
That's
funny.
another dumb guy thing. I feel like telling story. I do the same thing. Like telling the same story to your girlfriend like over and over and over again, like she hasn't heard it before.
If it's a good story, it's
Yeah.
a good story. She should be entertained by it every time, or else she doesn't love you.
He's like, Hannah, you just like wouldn't believe it. Just like opened the box and there's donuts. I'm like, yeah, I
Alright,
know.
So back up a level here. So me and Sarby were at our friend Nat's place, right? I don't know if it was her birthday or what.
It
but
was her birthday.
It was a weekday, and we were just like having some drinks. It was Ames, Iowa. I mean,
During the summer. too.
population 2,000 during the summer, maybe.
Yeah.
And then we like go to walk home. It's like maybe a half-mile walk, and we're just booling. And there's a box at a bus stop, and Sarby's like, "Yo, Evan, there's a box." And I'm like, "Okay, bro, keep walking." He's like, "No."
No, I actively remember.
Bro, there's a house. That doesn't mean you just go in it.
Bro,
Like,
Exactly.
I actively remember Evan being like, don't like. He's like, what if it's a bomb? And I was like, Evan, why would somebody leave a bomb at this bus stop? Like,
Bro,
if
exactly.
it is, I'm going. Like, I'm going.
Dude, so you start walking towards the box. I run away. I literally ran away, bro.
Evan's like, I ain't taking no chances.
Nope.
Fucking.
Dude, I was like, my pussy was showing through my pants, and I was like, I am out.
God, no way. Ain't no way.
And so you like open the box, and you're just like, I was like probably 20, 30 feet away, and you're like, Evan, yo. And yeah, I just remember you holding up a single glazed donut. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
The plot thickens.
The most like irrational, like semi-drug shit then was you come over and you see, and it's just like I'm like, yo, there's a lot of donuts in here, and you look at me and you're like, run, and you just grab the box and fucking dip. Like, I shit you not. Like you said, it was like a half mile.
Yeah,
we had to run at least like 0.25 of that mile. Like Evan's just lanky ass is like running with this big
Full
box.
speed. Full drunk speed.
My short, stubby legs are like trying to keep up. Like, wait, like,
Bro, we went from like engineering to Central Campus. That was like
That's the only cardio Evan's done in a long time.
facts.
we were like, yo, what if, like, we stopped like to catch our breath, and there are these like series of Snapchats of us just being like, yo, like, what, like acting like we just like discovered a new fucking like element on the periodic table or some shit. We're like, yo, like, oh my god, there's donuts. Like, it's like a box that says Dunkin' Donuts on the side.
Bro, yeah. Dude, shit was like 12 layers deep though, of like at least 12 12 donuts per layer. It's like 140 donuts.
This is at night.
It was like at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., somewhere around there.
Yeah, dude, it
Well,
was.
bars were
late.
still open because we walked down Welch after.
Did we really? I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, like after that, it kind of just goes like we
Dude.
got back to I remember we like texted the T summer group chat. We're like, yo, bro, like donuts on us, and everyone was like, what?
Bro, and there was a Snapchat of me just going, what's in the box? Donuts.
He pulls up like the video like from the what movie is that from?
I have no
Seven?
idea.
Is that what the movie is?
I have
Seven?
zero clue.
Yeah, it's with Brad Pitt. He's like, what's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the fucking box?
What's
Yeah.
in the box?
Dude, that is one of those things where like like nobody else has experienced that. That is like a single like unique experience that like not very many people like very little people can be like, yo, I found like a box of 100 donuts just like
Dude, and looking back, I'm like, damn, we really stole like 100 donuts from somebody.
dude, well, I'm sure what
Or
happened.
someone lost 100 donuts. Like,
Facts. It's not my issue.
Yeah.
They got 8.
Yeah.
So, or at least like half of them got 8
Look,
over
man,
the next couple days.
The way I look at it is if it wasn't us, it would have been somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Facts. Facts.
Because like Dunkin' Donuts, I think was like down the street from. So I'm guessing someone was just like, oh, I'm gonna take these home. Maybe feed my kids. I'm a single mother, just trying to make ends meet. She forgets these donuts. Maybe she like came back and they're gone. I'm like, oh fuck.
She's like 3 blocks down the road, just seeing 2 drunk fools running. One looking like Big Bird, other one just like
I was
small
about to
child.
say, bro. I was about to say he like Evan
What?
running like Big Bird.
Why the fuck do you have to do me like that in the podcast?
It's just so accurate.
Big
We're like,
Bird,
yes.
Big Bird and the Lorax.
Yeah.
Just fucking huffing it. And she's like, I'm sure his son was much hungrier than mine.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? To make myself feel better, it's Iowa. There's a lot of heroin. I'm just going to pretend that someone was going to sell donuts to buy heroin, and we saved their life. We kept them from overdosing.
Or maybe they. Oh wait, maybe I can't get something right.
100 donuts though. That's a large.
I don't know.
That's a lot of. But like 60.
needs that
like
many
60.
donuts?
Like there's more. Like that's a lot of donuts to order at once.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably what happened was I'm wondering if it was somebody who worked there.
Oh, end of
Like
the night.
leftover
They were gonna
donuts?
toss
Yeah,
them.
because usually they toss those
Yeah.
bitches. Like, have you
Yeah.
heard stories of people like dumpster diving
Yeah. Mhm.
behind like donut
Panera
shops because they
stuff,
can't keep
yeah.
any of it?
But
So
those
like,
were like nicely packaged. Like
They
they were
were?
like layered and set in there. Like,
Well, they could have done that, like just with the ones they're gonna throw away.
yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
some homeless person will see it, but there's no homeless people in Ames, Iowa.
Yeah.
Or there's, actually, there are a handful, but like they're like nowhere near fucking the campus.
yeah,
You know?
that is kind of like a weird thing. Although, did you guys see the fucking video on Barstool of like a dude who clearly was like not a student on the side ride, fucking like jerking off on the side ride?
No.
Did you not see this?
No, I didn't.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull. We can't
Yeah,
put
dude,
it
I
on the
need-
podcast.
I need
but
to see this man
We
jerking
can
off.
do.
Yeah.
We can show react. just a normal Tuesday night
Yeah,
for me, you know. But I saw that and I was like, "There's no wait." I think
damn.
I tagged you in it because I was like, I tagged Zemi and I was like, "Bro, I'm thinking this video of you."
I
Dude,
think
the weirdest experience I had at Iowa State was I was at the library, and this dude was just watching softcore porn, just jerking off,
Oh,
like
God.
in the downstairs, like in the main
tears.
area,
In the main- oh
in the
my-
main
like
area,
the
one of those
entrance.
public computers
Yeah.
that like don't lock. And so I go to the front desk of the library. And this is like 2 college age girls just sitting there looking all innocent. I'm like, hey.
I don't like the fact that how you're like, they're just looking all innocent.
No, I was like,
just turned 18.
I don't think.
Ew.
I was like,
God
I don't
damn.
think you guys want to deal with this, but I think someone should. There's just an old dude jerking it over there to some porn, and they looked at each other like they've heard this shit so many times before,
They're like, "Damn it, Phil again!"
and they're
Third
like,
time this week.
they're like, we'll take care of it, thank you.
Dude, imagine just being like somebody who's just like trying to pay for their like college or whatever, and someone's like, "Yo, this guy's jacking it. Like, you gotta go." Like, I'd be like, "Fuck."
It's like at least wait till I get off my shift.
dude, in fucking Iowa, they have their minimum wage is very minimum too. So
Yeah.
they're not getting paid a lot.
No, I remember I worked as a grader in college. That shit paid like $9 or $10 an hour.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, I think they took this video down. I mean, I would not be surprised. Like, there was no way that video was okay to have on
No.
Instagram.
No.
Oh wait, it's probably easier if I look through reels. But yeah, I think
Damn,
it's,
you only got paid like $10.
Yeah, but I fudged my hours a little bit.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
Ah, I think we all did.
I mean, I didn't commit time theft. I just worked slow.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I think it's. I don't think it's on here anymore. That was just a fucking crazy video. Although this video of this girl fucking drinking water from the urinal. Have you seen that one?
Oh,
Oh
God.
hell yeah, because we can show that on here.
Bitch, I'm a dog.
Dude,
Roof.
I sometimes see the stuff that like
swipe this.
that
way.
like
Yeah.
people like
It's screen
on
recording.
like Barstool or like oh shit.
Okay, Barstool Sportsbook Discord is live now. Come chat with us. I might even hop in. I don't
That's
even know
what
what
you're looking
Discord
at.
is, but it's gonna be awesome.
Yo,
Picks,
he's got some
everything
gyno,
shit.
bro.
nipping.
I'd nip out a lot.
Oh my God.
Do it.
That literally just
Yeah.
that literally
You gotta
just
go
pained
up. You just
him.
gotta go up. You gotta go up.
Now comes
You gotta go
chat
up. Gotta go
with
up.
us. I might
No,
even-
don't put it against the mic because I'll just have it edited in.
Bet,
No,
bet.
you gotta go up. You gotta swipe it.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Okay, bro. I'm just gonna say here, if you have more than one line in your eyebrow, I don't expect you to
Crazy.
make good choices.
If you have more than one line in your eyebrow, you drink your water out of urinals.
Yeah.
It's a direct
But
correlation.
like shit like that, like I cannot believe that you're like okay with that just being like everywhere. Like I know we have a podcast that like we're pretty like transparent
Yeah.
on, but like that is like pretty aggressive.
To be honest, bro, if I had to, like, if I lost a bet and it was just like, yo, like, fucking square, like, not square up, but like,
Square up on this urinal.
I would want
up.
I would want someone to record it. Like,
Yeah,
like, you know what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
like-
then it get posted on there, I'd be like, fuck, man.
To be honest, I would post it on my account. It's like I lost, but I would be like, I lost a bet. I'm fucked. Like,
Sarby also just would sell his soul.
I'm like, someone send this to my mom.
Dude, but I feel like if Kathy sees it, she'll just be like, I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I just love the like straight face she made before, just like this is actually going to happen before she just knocked that back.
And that's the thing I can't tell is like, is she doing it as like a, yeah, I don't give a fuck, like, or is she doing it as like, I can't believe I lost this bet and I have to do this?
No, she didn't. No,
It looks like she
didn't
doesn't
care.
give a fuck.
She didn't lose the bet.
Yeah, that was unfazing for her. That was not the first time. People saw her doing it and she was like, "What?" And they're like, "You mind if like you like do this on camera?" And she'd be like, "No, it's fine.
Easy money.
It's fine. I really don't care."
Do you guys have any like ridiculous stories of me from college that we can tell publicly?
I
Tell
feel. I mean, we
publicly.
did like the one. We've already told the one where we like stacked shit in your room.
Oh, dude, they used to like. I used to come home from the bars at like 2 a.m. and like my room would be full of shit. Like they moved our entire living room into my room and they moved my bed into the living room. I'd be so pissed because I was like drunk and irrational and I'd just like be in a fucking fit.
No, it'd be like too. Like it wouldn't even just be like you from the bars. It'd be like you coming home from like the library or something.
Dude,
like,
honestly, it's worse when I'm coming home from the library because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, like I just put in a good day of work for the Lord. I'm
Yeah.
studying. I'm being a good student. And
Come
my
home to a
fucking
nice
degenerate
cozy-
roommates.
yeah, come home to a nice cozy bed.
I remember one of the nights was like a Monday night. We had gone to see Jacob Allison wrestle
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy that we were paired with.
Yeah.
And it was like everyone got drunk. It was like dudes from their like his like our frat and their frat.
Dude, that was
and
fun.
We were
Yeah.
all like it wasn't competitive. It was like we all knew it was a joke. We were there to just clown.
Yeah.
And so we're like hammered on a Monday night. We go to the bars. We come back home and Zebby are like, Evan's not here and he didn't lock his door. Like, let's fuck.
Dude, wasn't that guy's name like Spoon or Fork or something
It was
like
Spoon.
that? It was
Yeah.
Spoon, so we all just started chanting Fork. We were like, I don't know what this means, but it's funny.
Oh, man.
Because they were like spoon, spoon, spoon.
Fork, fork, fork.
I just don't understand like how bored you guys have to be to be like, hey,
Babe, it's Iowa.
All right, not all of us could have
you
gone
want to
to
go
fuck-
rearrange shit?
It's Iowa.
Not all of us went to school in New York, okay? Like,
Sorry,
fuck
we
off.
had room space to do that. You.
We
We
were-
didn't live in like a 1x1.
Yeah.
Me and my
are like-
bunk beds.
Yeah.
Well, you guys we're like, it's like, oh, it's a Wednesday night. What do you guys want to do? Well, we have a pack of Natty Light over there.
We have alcohol and corn.
Yeah.
And I'm all done with the corn.
We have eaten all the corn.
Corn is only in season for like 3 months, and then
Yeah,
after that,
facts.
you're like, alcohol.
Hannah, I want to know more about what like your college experience was because we were driving through the U of M yesterday, and you were just like, "Holy cow, this is insane!" And I was like, "This is just a game day."
Dude,
Like,
she's never been to, like a real estate school.
Yeah.
So
No.
like,
No, I've never been to a real estate school. And also, I just want to point out that while we were driving through, I was like, oh, wow, there's a lot of marching band people like in their bibbers out here. Like, this is really cool. And they're like, no, you dumb fuck. Those are overalls. And I'm like, why? Are they
It's
like,
like-
orange and burgundy?
anyone who's went to like a Big 10 or a Big 12 school in the Midwest just
Yeah.
knows like the generic overalls people
For
wear
your
to stay
school
warm.
colors,
Yeah.
School colors.
Yeah, no, I've
overalls.
never seen those before. So I'm like, wow, there's a lot of marching band here. I'm sure it's really, really great. Like some Ohio State shit over
Yeah.
here.
I'm like, no, they're just Jeeds.
Yeah.
They're just Jeeds.
Yeah. Just normal ass people.
Yeah, no, like my New York experience, I went to FIT in the city, and that's like, if you don't know it, that's the school where all like the crazy fashion heads go. So like we went to class in heels. We went to class done up. If you
Crazy.
didn't, like you were literally professors like, what the fuck are
It
you
reminds me
doing
of like
here?
Devil Wears Prada, like energy.
Exactly.
No, if anybody, we're not gonna do it on here, but anybody go to like the FIT Instagram and they like highlight like fashion like wears of the week, and they're wearing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Imagine being like, you can't be late to your class because you can't just throw something on. Like you have to get up. Like
No, I had one
Yeah.
professor that would lock the door, and you would see out of this like tiny little window in the door, like someone like full fucking face, hair done to the nine, just like pop in, and he would
Let
just
me in.
literally be like,
Let me in.
"Fuck off."
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's just professors being on power trips.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like so many professors, they just teach the same course like semester after semester, year after year,
Yeah.
and it's like they hate their life, so they're gonna make you hate yours.
yeah.
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 FIT though is like a small school, right?
Oh my god, it was really small. I had the
Okay.
biggest major, and it was 500 people. My like a big class was 20 people.
That's like my high school graduating class.
It was one New York block.
Wow.
Crazy.
But it was, like,
okay,
six
but they
rows
can
up.
fit a
Yeah.
lot in
Yeah.
one New York.
No,
block.
New York blocks are tiny. Like they are tiny, dude.
But
Like
what I'm
compared to
saying-
Chicago blocks, they're like a quarter of the size.
But they can
Wow.
fit so much in those blocks. Like
I
they'll
can fit a lot
like,
in your blocks.
What?
Bro.
Pause.
Pause.
Present it.
Play.
Rewind. Play.
Yo, that casting couch is looking really casty right now. Shit.
There's room in the middle.
You said, and so you said you had like bunk beds in your like in your room and like your 1x1.
How would
like,
you smash? Like,
I didn't.
You don't.
Cap.
I
virgin?
went literally
yo,
like
so what you're saying is you don't fuck.
I
Get
did
off
it in
of my
college.
podcast.
I did it in college. Like literally, we had a 2-bedroom dorm, and then we moved out of that because getting a New York apartment was cheaper than the dorm rooms. And it was a 2-bedroom tiny apartment in Manhattan, and we had 2 sets of bunk beds because there was 4 girls living in it,
Oh my god.
trying our best.
And how much was the rent?
Total then was $3,200.
Dude,
Split between- Okay, so actually that's $800 a month. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that wasn't that
But
bad.
like 800 a month would get like immensely different.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I
paying-
paid for like I got like a whole like almost like that's what like me, Ty, and Diddy and Taylor all paid for like our like beautiful apartment.
Yeah.
Dude,
like
yeah.
everyone had their own bathrooms, own bedrooms.
Oh no!
Like
So the bathroom in this apartment, he saw.
the fucking shower.
It was considered luxury because I had a dishwasher and I had a tub. The tub didn't work though because it didn't stop the drain. The dishwasher worked. But the way that they constructed it was the tub was going this way, but the shower head was going this way. So if you didn't have a shower curtain, it would just flood your toilet,
What the
essentially.
fuck?
So if you were in it, if you're like my one roommate who was 5'2", she had to press herself up against the shower curtain in order to get the water to hit her.
because you couldn't like adjust.
You
that.
couldn't adjust it at all.
It was horrendous.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't.
Dude, and for
I don't live like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a bed frame, but like I would not like that shit sounds awful to me, and I can put up with a lot. Like,
for context too, her entire apartment was probably like the size of your 2 bedrooms combined in Iowa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we had like a whole
Damn.
downstairs area. You guys had like the tiny loft part up top. That was their entire fucking apartment.
Jesus.
And again, like it was considered a luxury apartment.
How
like
did
I
you
had,
store your clothing? Like
I had a decent sized
You
closet.
have so much fucking clothes too.
I went to fashion school.
Yeah,
I used
that's
to
what I
yeah,
cry.
mean.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Like,
I know. I went to fashion school.
but then multiply you by 4. Like there's 4 of you who like all have like 4
Yeah.
outfits, have to like dress up for fashion school. You can't like just like wear a hoodie and like
I think my one roommate's, so my sister and I paid like a little bit more than the other 2 because we had the bigger room. Their room, like literally you could only fit the twin bed one way in their room. So it was just stacked on top. And one of them
damn.
was a fashion designer. And I'm pretty sure their closet was like 3.5 by 1 foot for 2 girls
Dude, when
In
I went
fashion
to
school.
in fashion school.
So when I went to visit her, it was only her and her sister living in the apartment at the time. But this bitch literally sold her twin bed and got a full-size bed just because I was coming to visit because she was self-conscious about it.
I called my mom. I was like, Mom, it's been a while. She's like, I know. I'm concerned. And I'm like, Jenny.
She's like, I want grandkids.
Yeah. And I was like, I just bought a bed. And she's like, did you get a bed frame? I'm like, I did. And she's like, are
You're
you
better than
cleaning?
me.
I FaceTimed her and she's like, Hannah, you need to have boys over more often. This is the cleanest your apartment has ever been. And I was like, shut up, Jenny.
Yo, Jenny's for like she's like, yo, I want my daughter to get dick, bro. Like,
I remember during college, again, in that scenario, I didn't talk to anyone. Also, it was New York, and like I just didn't like New York guys. Like,
Yeah.
they're pussies.
So, but like you're in this like just little. Oh my god.
Compact
You're like a
space.
Matchbox, like a
Yeah.
matchbox.
A little
Yeah.
matchbox, like you. Oh my god.
And again, like I always stress to him, I'm like, my apartment was so nice compared to other ones I went to. Like literally other ones I went to, you open the door, you were in the kitchen. You take one step over and all you could fit is a bed. Like literally just like plop a bed into the room. There'd be another one and that was it. And it was $2,800 a month. And I was like, what
Crazy.
the fuck is this shit?
Dude,
like
for-
I'm just thinking like the barns were probably bigger than.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
they were
she was
massive
rocking.
compared to that, dude.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Did you have like a living room and stuff that like
it was the same thing as the kitchen.
So
Holy
I'll
shit.
show you guys photos afterwards.
Okay, bet.
You can flash them up if you want.
Yeah.
We'll
So-
flash them up on the potty.
It really wasn't like horrible, but I was like, oh yeah, I have a couch. He's like, you have a love seat. That's like a small love seat. I'm like, it's
It
my
was tinier.
couch.
It was tinier than this black couch.
Yeah.
Like,
That was my couch. Table, 2 chairs.
So whenever you wanted to like
area.
hang out with friends, you had to just go somewhere like.
No, we would do it there.
Oh,
she
you
said
just
they'd pack it full, same way we did with frat parties.
So yeah, I was on the
Like, same
dance
thing.
team in
Yeah.
college. I was a college athlete at FIT.
Let's go.
Wow.
Evan's dating in college, dude. You're
Yo, so what I'm hearing is you're more athletic than Evan.
yeah.
Which isn't that hard to
Exactly.
beat. Oh, wait, can you tell? Oh, wait, no, we told it on the
Wait.
last podcast about your
Yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One go back to here, man. So like when she was like talking like, oh, I didn't talk to boys in New York, blah blah blah. We were talking about like virginity one time, and I was like, oh yeah, like I was like, I don't know, like we've talked about this a little bit. Like we don't know each other's like exact body counts. We have like rough estimates. You know?
I don't want to know your body count.
Yeah.
You were in a frat.
And like considering like my experience, I was like, oh yeah, I lost it when I was 19. And she was looking at me like, you fucking beta. Like fucking virgins when you're 19. Like what a loser.
God.
I was also 19, so let's go, brother. Hey.
Florida was built different. Let me just tell you, that was crazy shit. But yeah, no, I was like, literally all throughout New York, I didn't talk to any guys or anything. So literally after we first started talking, I was like, I have something to tell you. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I haven't talked or been with anyone in 3 years, and I swear this man almost choked on his water. He was like, are you okay? Like, legitimately concerned. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. I just don't like people. Like,
It's fine. I just hate other humans.
yeah, like, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, in my head, I was like, this pussy's either going to be amazing or fucking
my God.
terrible.
It was
Wait,
amazing.
Wait. Can we also I just want to put Evan on blast here because I heard this yesterday and I was giggling. Evan fucking DM'd Hannah from his fucking meme account. This man was like, yo, like, I could hit her up with my personal, like, 5 or 6K.
Dude, that wasn't my first DM, though. Like, we had
No.
talked about
Oh,
personal.
really?
I was just trying to get the clout to close.
I mean, still, bro. Okay, all right. That
it's
makes
still an
sense.
L. Still an L.
But yeah, that's so like Evan made his move on Hannah with his meme account, and that's so funny to me. Like,
Yo, look where we are now, though.
I got 2 stories of that. The first one is the first time he did slide into my DMs, he's like, yo, you competing? Like the classic fuckboy gym shit.
Hey.
And I turned to my friend Savannah.
Hey, you
turned-
compete.
Exactly. I turned to my friend Savannah and I show her his page, and I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. He is so annoying. He looks like a dumb frat kid.
Just
Like,
Still do.
despised him. And she was like, okay, like, and I'm like, look at this shit. And like, I'm like, he thinks he's cool because he works at
yeah.
space place, like,
This one government agency.
yeah, like literally just shitting on him completely. He messaged me again, shit on him, And then I didn't talk to Savannah for like a month. And then I was like, hey, Savannah. She's like, what's up? And I'm like, I just booked a flight and hotel to go to see NASA Kid. And I'm like,
Dude, can we talk about how that happened quick though? Because like she was like, oh, like this is one really big influencer gym in Houston, and like I go to it occasionally, you know.
Alpha Land.
Clout Beta League. And so this bitch is like, oh, you know, I've been thinking about going out, you know. I want to visit, see the gym, get some clout, you know, whatever it is. And I was like, oh yeah, you're probably not going to. That's cap. And she had to Google what that shit meant.
I was like, cap.
Like
what is
the
that?
lid?
Like a hat?
Yeah, I was like, what does that mean? So I went to Urban Dictionary, you know, our trusted source, and I saw it meant like to doubt or think someone's lying. And I hate it when people doubt me because I'm just like, oh,
They didn't believe in us.
So my petty ass sends him my flight and hotel info, and I literally made sure
bitch, I was like, I don't know if she's visiting me or the city. Like she booked a hotel, and I was like, oh.
And I made sure to like book a bougie hotel. And I'm like, I need to make sure he knows that he is not a need.
Yeah.
I have my own place.
And then she paid for a $200 a night hotel and stayed at my place.
That was I dropped well over a G just for that.
Just
time.
to prove a point.
Yeah, just for a booty call, essentially.
It was a good booty call.
It was a good booty call.
Still
Here you are, like a year and a half later.
Now you own a house together, kind of.
Kind
Kinda,
of renting.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rent a
yeah.
house
Look at
together.
us.
Have a
Wow.
dog.
You have a cute dog,
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Bradley.
Brad. We'll throw a
Bradley,
picture of Brad
man.
up on.
Bradley's sick.
Maybe put him in the thumbnail. Get some
Get some good
Yeah.
dog lovers in there.
What's it like being dog parents?
Incredible. He's my
Who's-
son.
Who's like the owner or is it co-owner?
So
okay.
he shows way more affection to her, but he listens way fucking better to me.
So
Okay.
much
So
better.
like I say
Yeah.
something, he's like, "Oh, Dad's here. It's
Yeah.
serious."
Good.
But like if he wants to like go lick on you and like show you some love, it's her.
Yeah.
he
Cute.
loves me.
Did you like do any like training schools, send him to train, or you just like
Dude,
kinda-
YouTube videos, man.
Yeah,
It was
YouTube.
like I feel like you can look anything up on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't know how to start a meme page. I don't know
Yeah.
how to
Yep.
train a dog.
don't know how
It's
to
like,
fix my car. I don't
fix
know
your
how to-
car, real estate, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you want to learn, dude."
Yeah.
Like if you don't like put in effort to learn at this point, you're just being lazy.
Yeah.
Like you could just do it.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
that is actually something I really look for. Like when I work with people, is like, are you going to bug me for stupid shit, or can you figure it out? Like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if it's there are some things in this world that are like, yeah, you probably need to ask about it, but like for simple shit, like, oh, I don't know how to do this in Adobe Premiere.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if you
Google it. I'm not gonna spend time showing you. Google
Dude,
it.
like I don't know if you guys get the same thing though, but like I don't know. For me, like whatever it is people talking about, whether it's like working out, it's like a big thing. Like people like ask for advice and then they just don't fucking take it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
I'm
that
like,
pisses me off.
Don't ask me to validate you. Ask me to help you get better. And if you
Yeah.
like, if you ask for advice and don't take it, it's like the biggest thing. It's like fuck off. Like,
It's
Yeah.
insulting. It
Mhm.
legitimately is insulting.
Yeah.
But I will also say, raising Bradley is probably the most I've ever seen the engineer side of you come out. Because this fucker,
Has
Where
an
the-
insane
Yeah.
engineering job.
we have a whiteboard, a giant whiteboard in the in the house now. And he put all the skills written out and then did
like
a skill
sit, stay,
from
lay down.
0 to 2 on how well he knows this skill
Oh my
and was
God.
tracking it.
This is so funny.
And I was just like, our children
Yeah.
Yo,
Evan has a scoreboard of like how much I love you, just like
are ranking.
every
Dude.
power ranking of kid.
To be fair, I love this dog way more than I'm going to love our kids.
yo, you spent $2,000 on that fucking dog. You better
Dude,
love
more
it.
than that.
Literally, the kid's going to get like a C on a test. He's going to be like, your mother should have swallowed you. Like, shit.
Posting like Evan's just like posting like each like kid's grades and shit like on the board for them to see and like everyone to see.
Bro, it's gonna be like my kid's 10th birthday. I'm gonna post a throwback photo of Bradley. She'll be like, I miss my dog.
Yeah. Bro, this is my first child.
Bro, fucking. You should have done that on like the whiteboard, like whenever you were disappointed. Remember we had that whiteboard on our
Yeah.
apartment, and like
Yeah, yeah,
like you just like Zemi's rating like 0, Sarby's like 0.5.
It's like Sarby left food in the air fryer, -1.
We're going to have to pay for so much therapy. Like, it's going to be insane. if the kid's like somewhat
just
artistic,
get
he's
it-
like, you're your mother's kid.
Dude, we need
No.
social credit scores for the house. Xi Jinping will be proud.
No, literally, just throw your kid a mic and like a video camera and be like, "Yo, make a podcast." There you go. You're good.
No, dude, we're gonna like 10 years later, we're gonna log into like OnlyFans or some shit and just see our kid and be like, we're bad parents.
Yeah.
They started a podcast.
But are they making money? Do they have an LLC? Proud.
Proud.
Plus
Proud.
one
Proud.
point.
Plus
Proud.
Dude, I've been looking
Are
at
you a
like,
registered evens out.
business? Let's go.
12 years old.
I've been looking at like business and corporation shit and stuff so much recently. It's like the loopholes people use are crazy. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
people will make like S corps to hold like 20 LLCs to make sure each LLC's income is below a threshold to avoid all taxes. And I'm like, you just pay to incorporate more businesses and like avoid paying the government shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is insane. Like,
Yeah.
this
But
is stuff
that's
like
what-
I know nothing about.
That's
It's
what they
like-
don't want you to know.
No, dude. Literally, everyone who's rich, like, there's like a level or like a section of knowledge they have that they just like don't share.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like so hard to like get that shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't get that from like working 9 to 5.
No,
Like,
and that's not
No.
something that you're ever told
No.
unless like you ask or just happen to be in the right place.
yeah, you have to like get to know the right people
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
Like you have to know some like you have to make enough money to pay somebody to tell you that basically is
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is what it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
down
It's
to.
almost like you have to like pay your way to get to that information. Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
will
like
say-
shit because I want to do that.
dude, I'm same.
But my
Like-
thing, like people, I don't know. I get like I'm like yeah, like it makes more sense for rich people to pay more stuff if the tax system was actually useful. But it's not. Like
It's not.
our
Like-
roads suck ass. Our schools suck ass. All of our money just goes to the military. I don't believe in that. Like
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Why would I give my money for that bullshit when I can like let me figure out a way so I can keep it and then maybe start like a non-profit in the future. Like is it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like something that's actually gonna make the world better, not these like fucking like what are they called? Shit, I'm blanking. The people who politicians.
Yeah.
I almost said publicists. But why
Fucking
would I?
publicists.
They're just trying to fucking feed their pockets, bro. Like, why
Yeah.
would I give them more money?
Dude,
Fuck them.
It's like if you have a job that makes you $250,000, like your effective tax rate is probably like 40%.
Yeah.
But like if you're an entrepreneur,
Manure.
BMW 3 Series.
Okay, Trevor Wallace. Dude, you're like you can make your effective tax rate like 10 or 12% or like 0. And
Yeah.
It's like this is like it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's crazy.
yeah. God, I love learning about that stuff just because it like makes you see the world a lot differently than it is.
Yeah,
which
it's
sucks.
it's a woozy, it's a
Yeah.
whammy. It's
Yeah.
like Wolf of Wall Street. It's all fake.
Yeah,
dude.
I know. I think there's a song by J. Cole called "Brackets" where he just is.
Fucking love that intro to that song, dude.
Yeah. Where he's like does his whole like I know some people hate J. Cole because he like tells a story and then he's not just like talking about like whatever, but
Drugs, sex, girls.
yeah, he like I don't know. He does like this amazing job of like full circling this story about how it's like, but like my mom forgot to file her taxes and then like, like it's so good. Like it's just so good. I don't know.
I feel like every rapper gets to that like storytelling state. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think it's just like the way I look at it is like I'm trying to shift my content career, like content creation career, and same thing probably happens to the music industry. You try to come out with the bangers that are gonna blow you up,
Yeah.
and then once you get to a certain point, you're probably like, all right, this shit blows. Like it's just a nice
Yeah.
beat, and me being
Yeah.
like little baby mumbling,
Pussy.
pussy, and then they're probably like, yeah, I want something better.
Yeah.
Well, like all goes into like playing with the psychology of things and like the different tones that you might hear. Even like I think one of the most crazy things I learned when I went to school was like just the chip industry, like potato chips. Like they have special machines that they found out like what is the most satisfying crunch in terms of like feeling and also what you hear that will trick your brain and like you actually start craving that sensation more than anything.
More than the
So that
taste.
makes the consumer keep on coming back and you literally almost get addicted to that sensation because it's comforting.
Dude, I feel like that's just one example of like way more thought into literally everything has
Everything.
like gone into it than you can imagine. Like
Oh, yeah.
these headphones we're wearing, dude, like the exact like thickness of like different components and shit, like people like studied and like
Yeah.
made it like a very explicit decision to make that product. Like whether it's chips or like even these fucking drinks, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it's $1. We think nothing
Yeah.
of it, but like
Yeah.
There's so much that went behind it. And, like that's something that my
Again,
sister
like-
brought up.
The Devil Wears Prada were like the
The blue.
where or with Marilyn
Meryl Streep.
Marilyn
Meryl
Monroe?
Streep where she's like
Miranda.
yeah she
Miranda
just
Rice?
fucking like roasts the
Anna
shit out
Wintour.
of yeah where she just roasts the shit out of who's the main girl in it Anne Hathaway right
Yeah.
just roasts the shit out of her for like you think that like
Yeah.
the fashion industry's dumb like and like goes in
No.
on and like explains how like she like what she's wearing and like how it got to that point. She's like, yeah, like fuck you.
Well, it's also funny because we were just talking about it like my normal work. The CFO just found out that like the consumer doesn't pick trends. It's the manufacturers and the trend
Are you
like
talking about
companies.
clothing, you mean?
Clothing, cosmetics, anything. Like they don't pick it. It's actually this is all thought out 2 to 5 years in advance, and there's like program and software, and like you'll notice like, oh, something comes out, then every brand has this coming out. Like, oh, the brand's hopped right on this. Well, unless they're like fast fashion, they're able to do it. The majority of them had this planned out 2-3 years in advance, and it's
Yeah.
just working like how it was supposed to work.
Dude, biggest example of this that I can think of is like last summer, if you're into like fitness brands at all, Alpha Elite, Young Law, and Raw Gear, which are like 3 of the biggest brands aside from like Gymshark or Nike maybe, they all, sorry, I gotta put my headphones back on and make it better. They all came out with shorts just like these, but with compressions like built in within a month of each other because they all bought the same brand forecast from the like forecasting company. And the branding forecasting company was like, oh, this summer compression shorts are going to be really popular. And like they're all like, okay, we have to make them now. And then like everyone has the same shit because someone like was like, yo, this is going to be it. And because they said it's going to be it, it was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like this shit takes like 8 to 12 months at least to create.
And then ship over from China.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, anywhere, Indonesia, like Italy, anything. So like when people are like, oh yeah, like I started this trend, like fashion companies are like,
No.
you think
That's
okay?
cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
Thank you, pay here, direct
Yeah,
deposit.
yeah.
Like it's just the wildest thing. So even thinking like with music and stuff, like there's a psychology with like the higher tones versus lower tones and like why certain songs go viral, like why Dua Lipa is so big. Like there's a whole psychology.
I love Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Trying to do
Dude,
more with her than Dua
And
Lipa.
to think this podcast started talking about Zemi throwing up in the toilet.
Now we're like the psychology of
Yeah,
things. It's
yeah.
incredible.
No,
It's like, yeah, we're deep.
No, I think it is cool, like, especially with my, like, sound promotion thing. Like, you just see, like, some songs are just more attractive, but there is probably, like, a total, like...
There's a common variable between all of them, I guarantee you.
Or, like, even, like, I know math plays into music really well. Like, the way that music is made, you can almost break it down like a mathematical formula. And a lot of the best songs kind of have the same, like broken down math to it. I don't know how
It's
it
like
works,
music
'cause,
theory shit. Yeah,
I'm just a marketing guy, but
We're all controlled by other people, essentially.
I would agree with that, actually.
You have no free will.
We have no free will. We're all just robots. We're all just cogs in the machine.
Damn.
But
Depressing.
if you started a meme page
Yeah.
for 4 easy payments of $14.99 at the course link in bio, you too can be free of the system.
Yeah.
Bro, remember when I was in Houston and your
And
shit
Joel.
was popping off and I was thinking about making a fucking course.
Like an Instagram course
Yeah,
on
and-
how to go viral.
And like Joel was
Oh my
clowning, bro. And
That was one that I usually don't laugh and cry, but like I was full crying and laughing.
That
I
was the
laughing
best
so
vlog
hard.
clip that he has ever had in
That
every
is
one of his
so
videos,
funny.
bro.
I'll put that on our Instagram account, but that is probably the funniest fucking like. It had to be like a minute or two of us just like in the car.
We couldn't even speak.
We could not. We were crying. And we were like a little drunk too,
Yeah.
which helped. But like Joel is just going off making these jokes about like, yo, Sarby's course like gave me white privilege. And I was like, yo.
Or he was like, yo, before I bought Sarby's course, I had 0 bitches.
Yeah.
After Sarby's course, I have a ton of Instagram followers, but I still have
have
0
no
bitches. Or it's like,
He's like-
Sarby's course made my penis grow from 3 inches to 6.
Yeah. He's like so straight faced, like selling it, just like he's almost like crying because he's so happy. Like, he's selling it so good. Oh God.
So great, dude.
What a legend. What a G.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out Joel.
Yo, real top G.
Yeah. Real top G. Bill's Mafia. Let's go.
Gives good top too.
Fuck man.
You're a top also?
Not for you. For you all bottom. Sorry, Hannah, you're gonna have to leave.
Okay, I was gonna say,
We're gonna
I'll
put-
make room.
We're gonna
Yeah.
put this casting couch to use.
We got another type of content to make
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, our OnlyFans is popping in this thing. Like,
There's a reason why those are fabric chairs and these are leather.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wipe off easy.
yeah.
Clorox, and you're good.
Clorox.
All our bodily juices won't get stuck.
We're more classy than Clorox.
And that one got Zebby. He was like, ugh.
This podcast is going downhill fast. I'm sorry. You're like, yo, come over, see my new studio. It's so nice. We're gonna have a good time. We'll talk,
We-
podcast.
We did.
Degenerates.
Yeah.
Us, we're like, we're gonna ruin this shit.
Absolutely, dude. Like, come on. I think it's funny because like a lot of the guys in here are like super professional. Like one guy's like NFL, like Madden content, like projecting like who's gonna do well this season, and like Nate's like Pokemon cards, super wholesome, family friendly, like opening packs, and then we have like a photographer who does like cigar photo shoots and like works for professional companies, and then it's just like us, where we're like, yeah. So one time I was making out with a girl and I shit myself.
Yo, but like, did you shit on her chest or shit on her face?
Bro, you know, sometimes I just kind of like, you know, put my finger through my ass crack and then Simba'd her.
Simba.
Is the circle of life.
Is this the second Lion King reference of the day? It's just it's a Disney
one.
podcast. It's a Disney sponsored podcast.
Yeah. And this podcast is sponsored by Disney Plus.
Use code DEGENERATE for 15% off your first month.
Dude, that'd be such a funny code to have. Like, or like Lil Pee-Pee. Use code Pee Your Pants for 15% off of your liquid IV.
Bro, if you had like
Code shit your pants.
if you had like a nice like oversized tee that just had little pee-pee boys on it, I would buy that shit.
Yeah.
Like that would be the best Sarby Studios
That'd be the best
shit.
gym fit for you ever.
We were like, so like, I love like Zebby and I's text messages are just filled with like us like saucing the most degenerate ideas back and forth between each other. And so I texted Zebby one day. I'm like sitting in the car. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, bro, we got to make a shirt one of these days that just says pee your pants or die.
Bro, that just reminds me of the college shirts we had that on the back it just said end blackout shaming.
Yes, yeah.
Dude, when I moved to Texas, I wore that shit to the bars and like, sorry Hannah, hate to tell you, like girls would come up all the time and be like, oh my God, I love your shirt.
Yo,
I'm
Hannah,
like,
if you didn't know, like this guy fucks. Like, he
I fucked.
fucks, bro.
I
like
fucked.
so much sex. Like even we would have sex. It was crazy.
I
It
just
was,
smelled like Sarby's asshole all the time.
all the time.
I think this is like the third time we broke Zebby in this podcast.
Damn it.
It's just probably back to when you two were in our apartment drunk as fuck.
I haven't been that
And
drunk
he
in a
comes
time.
over and he's like, all right, like game day interview.
Dude, we put those in the last podcast.
And fucking Sarby's like, don't worry, the team doesn't have any STDs. I fucked them all myself. They're clean. And we were just like, what did he just
The
say?
way that you delivered
Straight
that line.
fucking face. Like unfazed whatsoever.
Dude,
It's the best shit.
If I ever owned a sports team, you would be like the PR rep, or like you would make a great White House secretary, like press secretary.
So
Just
the
be
other-
like, yo, America's doing great. I mean, our pussies are still small, like tight shit, but like massive cock.
Our
Pussies
fuck,
are tight. Dicks are huge. Things are going great.
our fuck to no fuck ratio is pretty fucking solid. So it's way better than China's. Fucking UK ain't got shit on us. Fuck them Brits. Like,
Dude, and the reporters over there just like, sir, we asked about the healthcare system.
Oh man.
Zemmy's just fucking out for the count on this body.
Dude, this actually is over my head. Like, this one's actually over my head, which is kind of crazy.
We need a new subject, bro.
bro, we're like at an hour. How long do you guys want to take this thing?
As long as you want to.
Wait, well, Zemi has to go somewhere. What
Yeah,
time
you
is
gotta
it?
go see some family,
time is it?
man. It's 11:20.
Oh yeah, shit. We should probably wrap up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Dude, this has been a phenomenal podcast. Like,
Yes.
thank you guys for coming on. Like, we didn't even
Appreciate
really
it.
even like say like these two were in town. They wanted to like.
yeah,
they,
we had. Yeah, they're just. Yeah, no,
They
it's fun.
they were here for a wedding and specifically stayed longer so we could like bop and pool. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Like that. I always love.
If you ever want us to come up and meet degenerates, we're always here for a good time with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, we need another
absolutely.
excuse to go down to Houston.
Just
Yeah.
come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley.
Just come.
Bradley, you right.
We
I
have
need
a
to be
full
my
house
godson.
now. Yeah.
Dude, we have a house now. Yeah, we got space.
Oh,
no, it's
yeah.
not your godson. It's your brother.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Shit.
shit.
Brad's
Little
our
bro.
brother.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's our little bro.
What are you doing, step bro?
I was just about to say that, and I was.
All right, we're done. That's a
That is
dog. We're talking about a dog. We're
Deuces.
done.
Appreciate you guys.
Follow
Ga-
everything.
ga-
Yo, you guys plug your socials real quick.
Yeah, at Evan the Civ and at Fit Tonks.
At Hannah Guzik Fit, at Fashion Tonks, FASHUN Talks, and then don't tell my manager.
All on IG.
All on
Fuck
IG.
other socials.
You guys, they make some good like. You guys have been posting them, but those like gym vlogs, kind of, where you just like
Those are
like
pretty
record
good. I
your-
like those.
and you guys like have funny moments.
Dude,
and
it's
do well.
it's just like us flexing being in a relationship and saying dumb stuff.
Yeah. My corporate work life is like, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry,
It's
just look away.
The people want the content.
That's
Yeah.
basically what I do with my mom. Like my mom is like, "What are you doing, man?" I'm like, "Just look away."
Look away, Kathy.
She's like, "My students are gonna see this," and I'm like, "Good." They need to know they have hope after they graduate from this shit. This
Yeah.
fucking
They
school.
don't need to go to college
Yeah.
You don't need to go to college. You can just make degenerate videos about shitting your pants
and get cash.
and get monetize your sadness.
JG Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Bringing it back.
Thank you guys for watching the #1 podcast OnlyFans. Follow us at Definitely Not Sarby Studios. At Definitely Not Sarby Studios. At Not Sarby Studios. At Zemdaddy. That's ZEMMDADDY. You are very intrigued by that protein.
Not a
shake,
lot of
huh?
sugar.
It's plant based.
Oh, does it really?
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
it's
I-
disgusting.
Oh,
Of course, you can follow me at Ben Sarbacher. Yeah, appreciate
We'll see you guys in like a year and a half.
Yeah, exactly. Love you. All right, the OnlyFans content. Let's go.